Alright, man. You already know what time it is, man. It's live from the gutter, man. Today is a super special day, man. We got a super special individual in the building, man. We got the legendary Black G's in the building, y'all.
What's happening? What's happening, y'all? Talk about it.
Yeah. How you,
building,
first of
man.
all, I want to start off by, man, how you feeling today, man?
Man, I feel great, man. First thing first, whenever you could show love to the people, man, and the people show love back, that's what it's all about.
Listen, man, we appreciate it.
Feel me?
Man. We definitely appreciate it, man.
Definitely.
So, what I want to do in this interview, man, I want to start all the way at the beginning, man. Let's let these people know who Black G's is, man. Where you from, man? What you know, what city, what area?
Right.
Tell us about it.
Well, I'm from Gloucester, New York. Rochester, y'all call it, but you know this Gloucester, New York. In my eyes, Gunroe County. It is. That's us. And my story, I'm all Rochester. Like I don't discriminate which side, which gender, none of that. I'm from Rochester. I grew up in the Ville, Fight Village, New York. That's where I grew up at. But I'm all rock. I don't segregate nothing. You know, I work with all the best, all the elite. This is what we do.
Tell us a little bit about Fight Village, man, for the people that don't know, because that's a legendary hood, man.
Well, you know, that's like, you know, that's our projects, you know, right there by Bacon Street off Clinton Avenue and Joseph Avenue over there. And we grew up over there, you know, playing a lot of sports, you know, making beats, doing music, first and foremost, right in the bathroom, wherever, the playground. You know, we was doing music. You feel me? We had the booth in the bathroom. That's why I said rung up the bathroom. We had the booth in the bathroom when we first started. You know, this is like way back. We was 8, 9 years old doing this.
So how long you been rapping? Like what? How long? You know, when did you decide to get into it? You know.
I would have to say, when I was around like 9 years old, I started rapping. But I really started taking it serious when I was like 11. Yeah, like when I first did my first show. When I was like 11.
Show at 11. That's
yeah,
crazy.
Like 11.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I was back in the days, I was dealing with I had this group I started out with. We called ourselves Fatter Than Fat, and it was 4 of us in this group, and we was like maybe like 8, 9, maybe 10. Like 8, 9. We went and had this interview with MC Light. And when we got with her, she was trying to get some groups together or whatever. So we ended up performing for her. And, you know, she liked what we was doing. So that was like really my first, when I started getting real serious about it. Shout out to MC Light too, by the way, you know, for even recognizing any type of talent way back then. But we really didn't even know who we was ourselves. So big shout out to her, respect.
So you mentioned MC Light. Who else back then at that time influenced you to get into it? Like what rappers or musicians did you look up to at the time?
It was this local dude around my way, and his name was Face. We used to call him Face, and he the first dude that I heard, like when he spit, I was like, damn, like this dude is hard. We was like when I said earlier, when we was in the playground, like we had a slide in the playground. So he the first dude that started like banging on the slide and hitting on the wood with the other hand and rhyming back and forth with it. But, you know, in my opinion, like he was ahead of his time, because like he was super nice, and he was like older than us. We was like, you know, 8, 9 years old, but growing up in the Ville, it was like more of a, how I want to put it, like we knew good music. So when he was spitting, it ain't like, okay, just because we little kids, we intrigued with it. Nah, it was like you had these group of dudes that was spitting. They was on some other shit, but then you got somebody else over here spitting. They was lit. So, you know, we knew the difference between good music and that watered down. You know what I mean?
So,
yeah.
So, you remember the name of your first project you ever put out?
Wow. The name of my very first project, I would have to say I would have to probably say the Don't Get Shot project. But I had when I was like 9, 10 years old, I had this older dude. His name, shout out to him too, K Rock the Great. He like a real legendary DJ in this town that a lot of people. He's responsible for a lot of these sounds in this town. So K Rock the Great, he ended up getting some equipment. And, you know, he already was a DJ, so he used to do the block parties and all of that, like on Kelly, all around the town. So once he went and got his equipment, you know, we started working, and the next thing you know, he like, yeah, we gonna make some songs then, you know, because at first I used to just go in and just spit and really didn't have too much structure behind it. So he was the one that brung it to me like, yo, you know, you got to make a song. Like, you know, you got to do a hook. So, you know, you got to think, you got a kid, 9, 10, 11 years old, and you talking about a hook. Nah, I just want to go in there and just, and he's like, yo, nah, that's going to probably hurt you later on if you serious about your music. So after all of that ended up transpiring, that I would say that was really I recorded like maybe 5 or 6 songs that I'm looking for to this day. And I know he got them records though. He got them records. And it's crazy because all the way back then he was like, yeah, so as soon as you like make it and start doing some stuff, I'm always gonna have these records right here. And I'm like, yo, and one time I tried to get these records from him. I was gonna get them from him, and I was like, you know what? Nah, you keep those, man. Just hold on to them. It's gonna be a little bit more value a little later on too. Anyway, you just hold those. And that's how it went. And now, you know, yeah.
So, who was some producers you was rocking with back then, or where was you getting your beats from? What was creating? What was completing the sound for you?
Well, I started off getting beats from this cat. His name is we called him Copycat Killer, and he had all the official beats, and you know he was recording everybody around the projects, and then I was getting beats early too from Little E. I was getting beats from Spesh. Let me see. G Nice. I was getting beats from G Nice. I used to work with Quan the Bomb, DC. I worked with a lot of these guys, just to name a few.
So you caught the wave early on.
Oh yeah, I yeah.
Wow, early.
Oh yeah, early.
I remember Quan Bomb Day and all that. That was heavy.
Yeah, I got mixtapes and beats from them guys 20 years ago.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 20 years ago, bro.
Yeah. So kind of fast forwarding. So at some point in time, you know, you got locked up.
Right.
What was going on around that time? Was you rapping then?
Yeah, around that time I was rapping too, and actually I ended up like a little bit before that. I had a distribution deal with Jermaine Dupri. Like a lot of people don't know that either. They think shout out to Sonny too. You know, I messed with him. He ended up getting him a situation with them like a little later on, but I don't speak about it much. But yeah, I was back then. I'm the first one from upstate that had anything going on, far as like on a major label though. You know, a lot, and I don't speak about it, but I guess stuff we got going on now that, you know, I gotta let people know who was like the real pioneer behind this though. Like I can't like keep my mouth closed about nothing no more. I gotta let it be known. I'm the truth. I done did this way before these guys, and I'm not stopping. And you know it's only gonna get better from here.
Right. So how did that happen? Tell us a little bit about that. How did the whole Jermaine Dupri thing even pop off? Like,
well, I was we used to do showcases. It was this guy named Scotty. And he was doing showcases. So he came and was like, yeah, you know, I give y'all, we young. He like, yo, I give y'all some tickets, and, you know, y'all sell some tickets to y'all peoples, whatever. I got a platform for y'all to come and do what y'all do. At the time, I really didn't care about it. But now that I look back on it, Scotty, you owe me some money, man. Let me look in the mirror. You owe me some money. You was making a killing, my boy. You was definitely making a killing. He seen them thirsty young kids, and but one thing I will say I do like about what he did do, it gave us that professionalism on the stage. It gave me a great stage presence from being able to perform that young and I never had the stage fright or nothing like that, but when you young, you go through a lot of different, trials and tribulations or whatever, but it worked out. So, shout out to Scotty for that too. Still want my money though.
Was it one of them joints where you go sell your tickets and all of that?
Yeah. He did his thing. Like yeah, man. He got us with that one, but it was all part of the game too. So, I respected it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, so boom, that's the Jermaine Dupri situation. Boom, you get locked up. How long is it before you come home?
Okay, so I ended up doing like 12 years, but they sentenced me to life, but I ended up being wrongfully convicted for a murder that I didn't commit. And so back then I was living a certain way, and I'm still not gonna tell on nobody to this day. That's just not what I'm gonna do. But at the same time, when I went and did time for other people, that make you start thinking like, I gotta change up a few things, or dudes might not be as loyal as me, or stuff like that. So I ended up after 12 years, I ended up getting out once they found out. My case is public records. You know what I mean? It ain't. I can speak about this stuff because it's all done and over with. You know what I mean? And it's public records. So anytime you feel like y'all, you want to check out, to validate the story or whatever, it's right there. Because this is my life. You know what I mean? So it's real. It ain't gonna be no fabricating, lying. It is what it is. But yeah, that's how that was though, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fast forward, what was that like coming home after 12 long years? You know what I'm saying? You done, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You done been gone all this time. I'm pretty sure things changed.
Yeah.
People changed, all of that. Tell us about that.
Oh man, coming home. That was just official because, shout out to Alicia Gayton too, though. Because I told her, like, on all of these platforms, I got to give her praise, though. That's my wife, you know what I mean? So I got to give her that because she held it down, like, with a life bid, though, because she had an option. And I gave her the option, too. Like, you know what? Nah, you a beautiful young lady. Like, I feel that I'm going to get out one day, but I can't tell you when. And I don't want to hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Go and live your life. My kids, you got to, if you got to go get you a man and do what you got to do, if that's going to satisfy you, I'm going to give you my blessings. Because, for me, not being a rat, I hurt my family. So I don't want my wife and kids to feel like just because I went through what I went through, they got to take the ride too. Because I decided that I wasn't gonna roll on dudes, so I had said, you know what, go ahead though, love, go live your life. But she stuck there, so that's why I had to just give her hers because she stuck there through the whole time. So coming home and then her and my kids was there, that was that was official. That was a good moment for me, with them. Yeah, her and my kids. Yeah, that was alright.